The entertainment industry, especially the K-pop industry, can be particularly demanding and challenging for young artists. Starting as teenagers and facing constant public scrutiny, idols are often vulnerable to criticism, burnout, and therefore mental health issues. Many K-pop idols have admitted to mental health struggles later on, stating that they have suffered a great deal of pressure while trying to maintain a strong public image. Anxiety and depression are common mental health issues that these idols have spoken about. Here are top 10 K-pop idols who have opened up about their mental health struggles. BTS Suga. When we speak about mental health issues, BTS Suga's name is the first that comes to mind. Once supposed to debut as a rapper and composer, Suga finds himself dancing and rapping in one of the most famous bands of all times. He's been open about his struggles growing up. He has said that he grew up in severe poverty and worked at a very young age to help his parents put a roof over their head. Their money was scarce and he needed to choose one thing over another. As he says, he needed to choose if he wanted to eat or take the bus or a 2-hour walk home. Trying hard to make ends meet and working as a BTS member was far from easy for him, and he struggles with depression and anxiety, which is well reflected in his songs. He also described his mental health issues as cold weather. And said, "On the other side of the famous idol rapper stands my weak self, it's a bit dangerous." In another interview with Naver, he said, "Anxiety and loneliness seem to be with me for life. I put a lot of meaning on how I would work it out, but it seems like I have to study it for my entire life. Emotions are so different in every situation and every moment, so I think, to agonize every moment is what life is." BTS Jin. Known for his playful and witty personality, it comes as a surprise that BTS Jin has also talked about his mental health struggles. Being chosen for his visuals only, he was not fully prepared and developed for his role as a BTS member. This made him struggle with self-esteem issues and feeling like he wasn't good enough and does not deserve the fame and success he is receiving. Inspired by his own struggles, he released the song called Abyss in his 28th birthday. In this song, he expresses his confusion, burnout, self-doubt, and is afraid of going deeper and deeper in these negative feelings and thoughts. Jin has also shared a heartwarming message with his fans and said, "I hope you don't lose your sense of calm. Even in busy times, I hope you don't lose yourself and find a way to make yourself happy. That's not selfish. At least, I want to do that, and I think I am doing that." IU. IU is undoubtedly one of the cutest and most well-known female K-pop idols. Entering the K-pop industry as a teenager and a soloist, she had to work hard without having fellow members to depend on like other K-pop groups. However, not only did she eventually find her footing in the Korean industry, she went on to become one of the most immensely successful artists. What you may not know is that she struggled with severe anxiety about her weight, which is scientifically called bulimia nervosa, a potentially life-threatening and harmful eating disorder in the earlier days of her career. As a result, she turned to extreme dieting after gaining weight for a role because she hated it when someone talked about her weight gain. She sadly also mentioned that there were days she was either asleep or binge eating and throwing up in between. She spoke about her experiences in 2014 at SBS Healing Camp, stating that she finally sought help for her anxiety and bulimia. She has also talked about her insomnia and the fact that the phrase "sleep well" means so much to her emotionally. Furthermore, IU also highlighted the fact of how much stress is faced by all the K-pop idols, emotionally referring to the loss of one of her dear friends as they took their own life. BTS RM. The leader of BTS, who has often taken the role of the translator for his good English knowledge, has been open about his struggles, using it as an inspiration to show his feelings through art and music. On his 27th birthday, RM hosted a live broadcast, and after fans asked about his well-being, RM replied, "Every day's a fight to not lose to depression and give up." Advocating for mental health, RM also said in an interview, We're born with different lives, he continues, but you cannot choose some things. So we thought that love, the real meaning of it, starts with loving ourselves and accepting some ironies and some destinies that we have from the very start, but we never chose that. So instead of preaching or giving orders, that's why we committed to loving yourself, and that's why I started with, I'm just an ordinary boy from city near Seoul in South Korea at our UN speech. G-Dragon. The iconic member of Big Bang, G-Dragon has his own share of struggles, from being accused of delaying military enlistment to false drug accusations. Appearing in the famous TVN program, You Quiz on the Block, he said, having spent half my life in a glamorous environment, there are things that are simply beyond my control. While I try to manage what's within my boundaries, there are things outside of them where I feel pushed into a corner without a solution. He then continued, there were times when I felt mentally worn out, like I couldn't go any further. When I felt close to breaking down, I tried hard to center myself. In the past, I thought overcoming obstacles was everything. But now I simply accept things as they are and don't try to conquer everything. Fortunately, he added that he has recently found peace of mind, saying, now I practice meditation and tea ceremonies. My routine may be all over the place, but I usually wake up around 4 p.m., exercise if I have training scheduled, and meditate when I have a class. Additionally, Big Bang's G-Dragon is launching a new foundation to help young artists with drug addiction. What are your thoughts on the video? Tell us in the comments below, and thanks for watching.